आज 10th क्लास के लेसन पढ़ो, ये बच्चा जस्ट नहीं पढ़ने दे रहा मुझको इस लेसन, ये छोटा बच्चा जस्ट ओनली यू टीवी वॉच योर टीवी एवरी डे, योर मोबाइल every time you know time in is spending full time you're spending in only watch you know TV, you know it and mobile playing game. No, but like, you know, he do not open the any books. So just I want to read, you know, 10th class books. In the first lesson is, you know, English, you know, a letter to God, a letter to God. So before you read कह रहा है, before you read कह रहा है भाई, पढ़ना पड़ेगा मुझे. They say and the faith, they say faith can and move and the mountain, you know, but and what should we put the our and the faith in? This is the question and this story and the dedicatedly and the posage and Lancho ने एक लेटर लिखा है भाई भगवान जी को, गॉड जी को. मतलब the Lancho is a farmer and who write a letter to God, and when his and crop are run it, you know, asking the for 100 and pesos, you know, Dutch and the Lancho the letter and the reach and God. देखो भगवान जी के पास वो लेटर पहुंच गया. डज गॉड द सेंड एंड द हिम द मनी, यू नो, मतलब हिंदी मनी, सेंड हिम द मनी. Think what your and answer to, you know, these the question would be, you know, and the guesses and how the story, you know, countries and the before you and begin to read and it activity one of the cheapest and the ways to send the money to someone is through and the post office, and the have you ever and the sent to reviews and money in this way. And here is right, here is what you have to do, and you read and, you know, instruction and discuss with your teacher, you know, in the class. And, you know, meaning class, the meaning of the these the word and the counter clerk and appreciate and acknowledgement and counterfile recorded and consult and the dictionary. It is necessary and are there in the words and the corresponding to these and the English and the word in your and the language, your word in your language, you know, language by language, you know. Just inside the post office go to counter in a market, you know, money and order. Just लिखा था inside your post office, you know, you the post your Indian in the inside the post office go to counter and the market in the money order, buy a money order, mo money order from buy and the paying and the 50 paise to the person behind the counter, you know. Feel in the appreciate and boxes in the form, and, you know, just pay the counter, your child, pay the counter clerk the mountain of the money, to be and sent along with the charges. Please come fast, come read this book already, because one page already I have done one page. Right? No issue, you can read. No issue, you can read any books. You can, if you want English, you want skill improvement, you can read everything. You are not less than guys. देखिए guys, बच्चे को देखो, please look at just only ये counter, you know, just please read this book. Yeah, the house and the only one of the entire and the valley, and, you know, just ये देखिए 10th class का बच्चा देखो, just I'm reading his book. He's not opening book, just only so, you know, class I'm taking the classes and you're fighting, both are fighting. ये देखिए just, you know, it's 10th class, school name is just open the laptop, just only you show my mother and father I'm studying, I'm taking on classes, but doesn't know open the book. Only he both are doesn't know, you know, touch the books and open the and right guys. Just you know, just entirely the valley that set on the crest of a low hills, and from the highest height one the could see in the river and the field of ripe and corn and the dotted with the flowers and the that they always they promised a good harvest, and the only things a earth and needed was a downpour, the at least a shower, and throughout the morning. And the Lancho, the who knew his and the field and intimately had done and nothing else but see the sky and toward the north and the east. Now we are really and going to get and some water, and the woman and who was in the preparing and the supper, supper, and replied that yes, God willing, and the order and the boys were and working in the field, and while the smaller and the ones were the playing and the near the God, until the woman and the called to them all to come from the dinner. It was the doing the meals, and that just as a Lancho had and the predicated, and the big drops and the rain and the began to fall, in the north and the east, and the huge and the mountain, the cloud and the could be and the seen and the approaching, and the air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for on no other and the region then, and the no heaven the pleasure of the feeling the rain and on the body, when the returned in he and exclaimed, these aren't raindrops and the falling and from the sky, they are new coins, and big and drops are 10 cent places, and the little and the once and the once a and 5. When he satisfied in the expression, he regarded the field of the ripe corn with its and the flower. Guys, you look, please, both my son. He big son is studying in 10th class, and small child is studying in 6th class. Both are not just only at home. You're fully enjoy. Just show your mom that I'm studying. But both are showing very well studying. But when yearly marks very poor, taken very poor number, just only you both are purchasing the new books, and just you both are spending the money, and but no saving, no earning, doesn't know about the career and about the future, just not having in the skills. Guys, please, just sleeping very just teacher. I'm self reading 10th class and 6th class every books. Guys, ये this time ये देखो बहुत ही खतरनाक चल रहा है. ये देखो 10th class, just in the fighting, when I saw the picture in the big class, big son, so you're fighting and you leg falling front of me. Please guys, ये देखिए लैपटॉप चेहरे को छिपाते हुए, just hide your. यार ये फालतू की चीजें क्यों कर रहे हो? I'm very improved, guys, please. Lancho, just and today this lesson I'm studying. Lesson name is a letter to God. Lancho ने लिखा था भाई 10th class. Just drop it. Just I want to improve. I'm just checking both the child books. How many lesson completed, school teacher and my child, how many books open, just but no open, both are not open single books. Guys, with right flowers and drip date in a certain of the rains in the, but suddenly a strong wind and began to blow, and along with the rain very large and hailstones began to fall. These and the truly did, and the reasonable and the new and the silver and the coins, the boys and the exposing themselves, guy, themselves to the rain and the run out and to collect the frozen and the perilous. It is the really and the getting and the bad now, they exclaimed the man, and I hope it passes. It passes, it passes and quickly. It did not, and the passes and the quickly, the 4 and the hour, the hall and the rennet on the house, the garden and the hillside, inside the cornfield, on the hole and the valley, and the field was in the white and the as he covered with the salt, not a leaf, and reminded on the trees the corn was totally and destroyed. The flower were and gone out from the storms. His and has the passes. He stood in the middle of the field and said to his and son the plague and locust wood and have and left more than and this and the hell and has been the nothing and nothing. They this year we will have we will have we will right we will have guys we will have right guys we will have there is no one and who can help us. There is no one help who can help us, and we will all go hungry this year, just but it is the hearts for all the who lived in the solitary and houses in the middle of the valley, and there was a single hope and help and help from the God. And don't be so upset, don't be so upset even through this seems like total losses. And remember, no one and dies for the hunger, hunger, and that is the want they say. And no one and dies no of the hunger. All those the night and the Lancho the thought the only of his one hope and the help of the God, whose eyes as he had been and the instructed see everything, the even the what is the deep in one of the concise. And the Lancho watch and ox of a man and working the like a animal in the field, but is still in the new and the how to write and the following in the Sunday at the day back break. And he began to write a letter and which he himself and would carry to town and the places of the places in the mail. And was nothing less than nothing less than in the letter to God. And God he wrote and you don't help me, and you finally and I will no hungry this year, and I need to 100 the process in the order to sow and my field the again and to leave and until to crop and comes. And because the hailstorm and he it's a big lesson, it's a big pages he wrote to God, and in envelope put the letter and the inside and still and the traveled and went to town and at the post office and placed in the stamp of the letter, drop it into the mailbox, guys. But just I want to, it's a big lesson, so I want to only read just only 2 pages, just because of I want to improve. My both child is not improving, not understanding why is skills and communication, why is it important, why any field it is important. Self improving grooming is a very important, right? If daily basis you should improvement any books like self, your voice, your speaking, your knowledge, your personality, everything. Because of I'm very still young, both are is both my child is very old, just look the face and body, body postures. How can guide you guys, how can I teach the child, how can motivate, just I am politely, I am very smartly, I am everything is available. But no, both are not interested in reading the book. Just only so, only you believe in only tuition, only coaching class, only 1 and 2 hours, nothing. Only you both are interested in mobile and laptop, and just like small videos, your animes, films, and any films, just only just. Okay guys, please like and subscribe to Bantai Bhai and follow and comment करिएगा. Thank you guys.